super. Wow, it's cold out. It's like 19 degrees out. Heading to auction. Truck's nice and frosty. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign, but I can't get that shadow off of me. Okay, so we're going over to the Expo Center, a couple of miles from Merrill, Wisconsin. It's supposed to be a pretty good estate sale. I don't know. Get up early, shake off some snow off the car, get some frost off the windshield. Let's go.
You are the cutest guy I know, and every time I see you, it goes up just another level.
That's awesome, man. Thanks. Same to you, buddy.
Thanks, pal.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Glacier Trading Company. I'm Craig. Join me from my remote northern location as I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, vintage, and old guitars. I buy from auctions, estate liquidations, both public and private, and resell online. Hang out with me for a bit and see what I got this week, and meet some of the local wildlife that live in my backyard. Let's get to it. All right, let's check all this out. Looks like somebody cleaned the garage out. Oh, maybe that would make my antique shop smell better. Gets a little musty smelling in there from all that old furniture. Sewing patterns from back in the day. Nobody sews anymore. Oh, that's pretty nice. Gino, what's up, man?
I don't know, Sky.
You having any fun?
Hell no.
Well, it's early. It could change, or it could stay just like this. You know what? I was at a sale and I bought a whole. What are these? I bought a whole bunch and dragged them home, and I don't even know what they are. What were they?
It looks like shelves that go in a cabinet somewhere. You know, that's what
I
they
just
look
thought they
like.
were
They got
decent pieces of pine. I don't know.
Yeah,
If some
I could use them for a shelf.
some down the road, I'll figure something out.
Yeah. Pork horns, 2 of them.
But, yeah. What is making that noise? I feel like I'm at the dentist. The Dremel tool running over there by itself, probably. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Oh, it's heavy.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah,
That is really cool.
That's old.
That's old for sure, man. So am I.
Yeah, well, you're younger than me.
Hey, young man.
How's it going, sir?
You didn't make it.
I told you I wasn't going to go. I
Did Derek talk to you?
He did, but let me turn this off. California pottery. That's what it looks like. Collectible Tupperware. Oh, there's no shortage of stuff here, that's for sure. What are these? That's actually pretty good. With a good shape.
Bye. Great to see you. I need to get your phone number. I don't have your phone number. That auction. In West Bend. Because we moved it up. It was supposed to be. That's all we got. All right. Thank you, Colin.
I was afraid that I missed something. I don't.
That's interesting. Old-time dime store. Yeah. That really doesn't do it for me. A lot of furniture, not a lot of stuff that I would buy. Maybe there's a few wood products in there. What? Wow, somebody hit the mother load on keychains. Dumbbells, there's enough of those here. And I'm gonna have to cut that. Craft? Casco. That's pretty cute. Oh, man, does that stink. Whew. Yeah. Somebody had a great big garage. That's a nice bench. Really nice. Couple Lane cedar chests. Oh, Virginia made. That's 1940s. Probably got a waterfall top. Probably all chewed up. Yep. Nice. Oh, it smells good. What's that look like? Pretty basic. Yeah, mouse crap. That's never a good sign. Oh, that's one happy child. That's not very well made.
Is that high enough? Excuse me. Ugh, God, I wish I hadn't touched that. Unbelievable. Oh man, this stuff is nasty. Great. Great. I gotta go cut my hand off.
On your way, I didn't have any food jacket on. The funniest one was I put Arnie on my phone and in the airport to go home.
Oh, I like that. I want to buy that.
Took out 160. And I said, all right.
Yeah, there was a time I would have bought that.
Stuff like this.
That's interesting.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure on that.
Did he fix it?
Well, I can't lift these. Can you? There's no way
I'm
to
not
even bring them
gonna.
up.
Yeah, I can lift them, but I'm not gonna lift them.
But I mean, if I would buy
Hey, Roger.
them,
How much fun you having?
Nothing here today. If I spend $2 a day, I'm lucky.
Yeah, it's been better, hasn't it?
Anytime I bring money, I don't find nothing. Anytime I don't bring money. When I do bring money, I got over 3,000. I got this is You know what that is, don't you?
Yeah, I have one.
Huh?
I have one, but it looks like somebody just painted this with some cheap.
It's the top off of the clock.
Yeah, somebody painted this as a spray paint though.
Top off of what?
A clock.
An old clock.
Oh.
That horse might be too.
I think it is. Yeah, I believe it might be. Too bad it's cracked. You see where it fell,
Let
and
me see if that one has a name on it.
usually it's on here. It's on that part.
I know what the clock looks like though. But this is awful. Name on it though.
Made in Hong Kong.
Yeah. All pop middle. You just touch them the wrong way, they break.
You look at them and they break.
This one says good until the 2020, 2033.
Battery tester.
Oh, here, right here. Here, battery tester, right here.
Yeah, well, my Fleet Farm truck battery that I bought 10 months ago didn't go this morning. So don't believe everything you read on them batteries.
I got another one. Really light. These trays.
Oh, look at that, it says, reads good.
Is that Morning Glory? Brits are pretty
Smoking chips and the crate.
Oh, that might be
And
fun.
everything goes in what? Give me $1 bill. 4 but a bit, 5.
Smells
Sold it,
burned.
$4. Is that you? $3.45. That Mike. Mike, you gotta talk to me when you get ready.
Oh, I don't know when you are ready. Our garden card.
You're after me.
2 wagons.
I don't know.
Garden cards.
Yeah.
Sit down.
As soon as I say sold, and from Carlos, oh, that's his shoes. Roll of wire, how many feet? Mike, how many feet of wire?
I don't know what was in this box.
Can you get, there, that's it, I can tell you that's 22.5 feet right there.
And a piece of garden work.
Leave it right there so everybody can see how big it is. And you'll give me $5 on that. 5 and 5.5, $15, 17.5. 17.5, but about 17.5, 15, but about 17.5. But at 17.5, sold at $15. Number is 335 is the boxes of records. Give me $1 bill.
Good job coming.
Now, what?
Next year, next month.
Movies, one we got now, 2. One there, but about $2 on it, but about $2 to go. One there, but about 2, but about 2, but about 2. Sold it $1 bill. Number is 143, provider. Mike's got a cabinet there, give me a dollar bill. Dollar bill, bit of a dollar bill, could use a bit of a dollar bill. Dollar bill, bit of a dollar, pass on it. Now, back to the kid.
Burn pile.
What kind of pump is that?
We should get t-shirts made. We all wear them. Burn pile. How much fun would that be? I make movies out of this for my YouTube channel. I would spin around with this and get us all wearing t-shirts. It's so fun.
Yeah, man, round the corner. 3, 4 and a 4. 5 and a bit, 5 and 6 and a bit, 6 and a bit, 6, what's more? $7 divided here. Now $8 there, 8 and a bit, 8. Sold it out, $7, 314.
Freddie did too. 308.
Gino, is that a desk? Gino, is that a desk, do you think?
How much for the table?
It's got these weird pegs you pull out to raise or lower.
That is handmade. Who give me $10 on it? 10 of it, 10 on the table, but about
What's that?
$10 there, 5. Make
I
a
don't
nice
think so.
workbench.
It's
Give
just
me
straight up.
$5 on it.
It's
Oh,
weird
it's
with the
adjustable.
pegs on it.
$5 on it, 5 of it, 5. 2.5. Dollar bill.
Might be fun to set it on fire for that much money.
I know it's cool. Come and see me. 20 bit, 20 bit, 20.
I don't want to make this
20
guy
now,
feel
2.5,
bad. Burn pile.
2.5, 25. It's about a $400 dresser. 25. 25 and a bit, 25 and a bit, 25. Having a committee meeting here, a bit, 25. 25. Sold it. 22 and a half. What's your number, sir?
Well, even with the minimal amount of things that they really had as far as antiques and collectibles, it did manage to squeeze some stuff out. But I really like the Trans Am model. That's pretty cool. It's a 1/8 scale. I don't know how complete it is. I won't until I don't know if I can find an instruction sheet in there or not. It's a 1980 model kit in, I don't know how much is in there that's original or lost or whatever, so I got to go through that. But if it's complete, I see some of them online doing a couple $100, so it could be good. So a lot of that stuff's a pig in a poke. You don't know how that's going to go down until the rubber hits the road. So anyway, got a good hour and 10-minute drive. I got to stop in the next town and gas up, grab a bite, and then when we get back, I'm going to drag all this stuff out and we'll have a look-see. Get in there. What's the matter with you? Come on. Attaboy. Get in there. Get in there. Hurry up. Just push him out of the way. There you go. How frustrating. Boy, you better get some meat on them bones. It's going to be getting cold out soon. Get in there. Here, I'll go this way, and then you'll have to go around the other side of the tree. That's all right. It's okay. That's some of the shelving I bought. I got it sitting outside here because I got to turn the hose on it. I don't want to bring in any spiders into the building. And I'm pretty sure this little metal lockbox, the cat peed on it. It stinks to high heaven, but it's metal. So the good news is I can squirt some Dawn on it, soap it down with a brush and rinse it off and let it dry and it should be fine. So here we are back at the shop. Let me flip the camera around and I'll show you what I did end up with. So yeah, I got these oak cabinets and it was $15 for both of them, so that had to be a good deal. I don't know if you guys noticed a few auctions ago, I bought these exact pieces here. They look just like this. Nobody knew what they were for. Well, today, 4 more of these show up. And then, pine, it's just some good pine boards, old-timey. They're glued together, they're nice and sturdy, good stuff. And this was with them. And then one of the guys told me, it's a shelving unit.
And so, you know, it's pinned, and the shelves rest on that. And so I have the other shelves here from a different auction. So that's kind of nice. So I don't know if I'll assemble those shelves, although I did buy shelving today. But I like how old time they are. You know, those are pretty ancient. So maybe they'll look cool in here. This is Bourne. It's a flat full of staples. And I wanted that because one of the last sales, I bought a whole bunch of pneumatic and electric staplers that somebody had in their garage. And I've been using them on my refurbishing projects. And it's just a little toolbox for $5. That was pretty loaded up with stuff. I mean, there's hardware, drill bits, little miniature screwdrivers. Just, I mean, you can't go wrong for $5. I mean, it's got stuff in there that I can totally use. Who can't use another toolbox? Whenever I come across quality tools and it's not a big investment, if I'm just standing there, I'm gonna buy them. Besides, I take road trips to Florida a lot. It's nice to just have different stuff you can just leave in the car. So this was just another bag I bought. Oh, I forgot about that. I was trying to consolidate what I put in the car. So this is just a vintage electric train transformer where it's got 2 separate controllers. It was a good buy, so I bought that. Train stuff really sells well online. And again, another $5 bag of tools. Stanley, nothing wrong with the Stanley, it's okay. Not S&K, but I really just wanted the bag, but there's some stuff in here. Plumber's putty, that'll go right in the garbage. I even think I got some blades around here for that. So anyway, yeah, I really just mainly wanted the cool canvas bag. It's really neat. I've got all my lawn equipment in here right now. I'm doing leaves before the snow hits for real. Okay, so maybe I should put this in a tripod. Let me do that. I'll do it this way. So this, at this point in the world, is probably just a fun decoration. But I love all this old time. Somebody was using the projector to spool up their string on. You know, the spool was just going around and they're probably feeding the string in there. That's funny. But, you know, I'm into video and old movies and stuff like that. So I'll love having that as an addition to all the other film stuff I've got. I might play around with this a little bit too. I've got films that will play in this. I have no idea if it works or not, but this cord, look at it, it's just completely annihilated. So it needs, obviously, a new cord put on it. There's no big deal. These were in another box with some other things, but all kinds of chimes in here. That's not at all annoying, is it? And you guys saw the controller. This again was in one of the things, the tools. So it's just like bits and deep well sockets and more deep well sockets. Just tools that'll last, that are just inexpensive to buy. So you do it, you know. This was an odd mix. And okay, people that sew have seen these before. Is that aimed right? This looks store-bought, but I know so many people make these at home.
But it's not why I bought this box. I bought it for the bookends. It's got, I just had a set of these in Florida, and the customer dropped it and broke the corner off. But these are pretty old. They're onyx. And I love them. They're awesome. So that's mainly why I bought the box. But the box had other things in it, like this. And I don't know about this other stuff. I guess this feels like resin. Oh, it weighs a ton. Must be resin. Leonardo. So, is it broken? No. So there's that. This isn't stuff that I would sell. And a Holy Bible Bank. So that's the plug. The plug is the rubber, plastic, whatever that is like melting. And, oh, it's another bank. That's kind of cute. Penny jar. I don't know that I've seen one of those before. So these, I don't know what I'll do with those. Maybe donate them over at Goodwill to my friend's place over there where she works. And these I'll sell, and the penny jar I'll likely sell. You're probably saying, why do you have shoes in here? Well, they're new, they're my size, and they're Skechers, they're my brand. So, yeah, I think they were $10 or something like that. So, yeah, I bought shoes at an estate auction. I don't often do stuff like that, but today I did. So I love that. And that's an old timer, and it's oak. And it's solid. It's like really well put together. How cool is that? And it's hard to say around here, maybe it was built as a step stool. It's that size. I mean, so many of the stools I buy around here, if they're not a piano or organ stool, they're definitely for the milk barn. Because we're in dairy country up here. We're in dairy and potato agriculture area, heavy, like major league around here. Everywhere you look, it's a farm around here. So this I don't get was used for farm purposes. It's just too nice. Usually the tops are just like all tore up. But regardless, I just think it's a super cute piece. I was happy to get it. And then this is a cool one too. I don't know if you can see the hammer marks in the steel. Can you see that? And like this is band iron that's been shaped for and what's nice about this for a fireplace wood carrier, whatever you want to call it, it's got feet on it. So you go down in the basement, you go down in the wood room, you get your wood, you carry it up, you set it down and walk away. And I think the straps on there just look super cool. It's the real deal. That's an old timer. So I do pretty good with canisters online, really good actually, especially vintage ones. It's pretty old. I'd say these are probably 60s. They're Essex aluminum, so they always look good inside. Wow, it's a really good tight fit, yeah. That's what you want. You don't want any moisture getting in, and it's not like people just use these for decorations. They don't. They use them legit for everyday food stores. Flour, sugar, coffee, tea, that sort of thing. And so a good set of 4. They sell, and they quasi nest. I don't know that these nest excellently, but some brands nest better than others. See, it's the knob that's getting in the way. No better. All right, so these aren't perfect for nesting, I guess.
Not quite. Toast with no cigar. So there's that set. And this set. These are real heavy duty stainless. And they didn't make a lot of these in stainless back in the day. So, yeah, those are nice. So when the lockdown happened, I kind of stumbled into cookware and kitchen stuff accidentally. I had some, you go in and you buy out a house or something, you end up with some boxes of stuff that you typically normally wouldn't go out of your way to get. In this case, it was pots and pans. Well, when the lockdown happened, nobody could go to restaurants. Everybody had to kind of reinvent cooking again. And people really, really gravitate toward the older cookware. And this is Revereware. And most of the Revereware I get, it's stainless, and then the bottom has a copper cladding on the stainless. And it really helps with heat transfer like that. And they have the rounded corners on the inside. This is just like the pots, so that nothing sticks in the corners. You take something like this, and it's got a harsh corner, and stuff likes to cake up in there. And especially if you're cooking, and this is hot, and you're stirring, you want your spoon to be able to get everything cleanly out of the corner. So that's why they're shaped like that. And that's why they were super, super popular, that and because of the copper. So I almost never see these. These are pretty rare. And they've got a little copper bullet in the center there to hold the knob on. That's actually, they spot weld it to the lid. So it's pretty heavy duty stuff. And this is a whole set of 4, which is, this might be one of the better finds of the whole day. But until I started doing cookware during the lockdown, I'm not kidding, on eBay during the lockdown, like the first 3 or 4 months, I was doing 20 grand a month in cookware. And I never in a million years would have believed it possible. As soon as I had those pieces accidentally sell, I just put them up just for the heck of it. I had no idea that they would sell. And it just took off. I was flipping every box I had in this warehouse upside down. Anything that was cookware, it really didn't matter what I put up, it sold. So I was taking my little Prius into town those days, and there was barely room for me in the car. But anyway, I thought it really insanely rare that I get a set of 4 Revereware stainless steel canisters that are made just like the Revere pot. Let me grab a pot and I'll show you. So I happen to have a Revere pot here, and you can clearly see the radius I'm talking about that's, in the corners there, right? And other than the handles, you can, the way the lip is designed, the way the outside is designed. I mean, there's a remnant of a sticker on there. There's no reason, of course, for them to clad this with copper because there's no need for heat transfer in a canister. So otherwise, I suppose they might have done it to make it match, but it would have been pointless. But yeah, so they made these from the mid 40s, these ones that are really desirable, these old 1801s. They made these from the late 40s all the way up until like the mid 80s in this particular style. And there's a couple versions, there's a couple incarnations of this. The older ones are more desirable because it's thicker and heavier. It's just that I don't think their manufacturing processes were good enough to be able to make them thinner and cheaper. I just don't think they had the technology in the 40s to do that. And so the older ones have thicker copper on it. It's a little hard. I mean, I get these all the time that the copper's basically just been rubbed off from people scrubbing on them, So not often you see that, but you do get them like that. So the newer ones, it's a much thinner and probably not as good for cooking as the old ones. So the old ones are very popular when you can find them. Anyway, that's what I know about these. So somebody that had a whole set of these and they wanted to have matching canisters, that's a unicorn right there. I never ever see those. I just never ever see them. And then the flat, how much fun is that? Remember when we were kids and you had your ice cubes in there and you wrestling with this thing to snap them loose out of the bottom of the tray? Quick Cube. Made by Frigidaire. So that was kind of fun. So, yeah. And these, I know these nest. Boom. So this is a little more not fun, but kind of necessary. I come across stuff like this. Like there's a pile of these spikes they use to build log cabins with. I'm sure they have other purposes as well, but they're real commonly known around here as when people used to build log cabins. So they're pretty old, and I mean, you go in the store and one's not even this big, like maybe that big. They're a couple bucks a piece, you know. So I get $2.50 a spike, and I sell every one I can get my hands on. So this bucket was, I counted 25 when I bought them. Now I'm counting 24, so I don't know if one fell out in the truck and I haven't found it yet. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I'll put those online and they'll go quick. Anything log cabin sells well. Anything. I even have some of the old, the T-handled augers, the auger drills that they use for pegging. And man, those things sell like wildfire. Well, anyway, what these were is just cans of stain. Look at all this stain. There's just tons of it in here. And it's a good brand. You know what one of these costs in the store these days? You know, those little cans used to be like $3 and $4. Now they're 10. Something like this is 20. And there's just tons of it in here. So for all the different projects that I get, from boiled linseed oil, just stuff that I would use for my little refurbishing projects on furniture, I can just keep this in my metal fire safe cabinet, and when I need it, it's here. I don't have to go looking for it, and that's where stuff starts to become more profitable. And look, I know from all my videos it just seems like I'm a woodworker guy. I'm not. It's just part of being in this business. You kind of got to know how to fix stuff up a little bit. At least bring it into the present day, because when glue joints are bad and everything is just wobbling and it's just barely holding itself together, of course you can't do anything with that. All you can do is lean it up against a wall and hope nobody brushes past it. And here's just more of the same. Just a lot more little test cans of all kinds of just, man, and if you want to go and try to mix something up custom, it's really nice to have all this extra stuff at your disposal. And if it doesn't work out, what do you got in it? I think for this whole tote I paid $4. And there's a ton in there, you know? That one of these is $10. $10. There's hundreds of dollars worth of stuff in there. It's nice to just set it off to the side, set it and forget it, run it on autopilot. I think between the two totes it was maybe $10. You know? And so if I use it once, it paid for itself. If I use it 50 times, you know, the savings is just fantastic. So this tote, there wasn't much in here that I was really excited about. This was not in here. But I love when people make things out of wood. So it's a candlestick, it's whatever you want it to be. But somebody turned it out of wood and turned it with that centerpiece being absent like that, which is pretty cool. Anyway, in here, there was a prep here. I like this. Isn't that cool? It's the bacon press. It's cast, get it hot. And there were some old cookie cutter. Here's one. Donut cutter. That's actually a donut cutter. Same concept. In other words, there's another one. That's donut. It's the same, but these are old timers. It's funny because you see that's like a lead solder. It's just lead that they put it together. You know, they just didn't know back in the day that, yeah, don't consume anything that has lead in it, on it, around it, whatever. But there's some pretty old. There's another one. That's how you cut the donut out of your sheet. This was my favorite thing to find. And what's unbelievable about these is it's a 1/8 scale. So this is a big model. And I know this is pretty old. They always date these. 1980. And it can't possibly be complete. I just don't want to rip the top up any more than it already is. It's pretty beat. So, yeah. This surprises me though. When I open it up and I saw the bags aren't broke open. Look at that. It's got some little holes punched in it from the pieces of plastic, but that's wacko. Crazy, right? It's all intact. Somebody's been into this stuff. So what I'll do is, since I've got this, I can basically go through this and try to match all these pieces up just to see if they're still here. The original decals. Or if you're in Canada, decals. Wow, they took a lot of parts off of this. Wow, it's wild how intact that is. That's crazy. I mean, what is this, 43 years old? One thing I noticed right away, I'm not seeing any tires. I don't think they'd be hard to see, they'd be pretty big. Ah, crap, that sucks. It's weird what people will rob out of these and why, I don't know. Here's the hood. Here's the windshield, the back window, T-tops, lenses, and the rear lens assembly. So that's pretty good that that's there. All the chrome is there. I see somebody's been into this. No, I guess not really. This is still heat closed. Somebody popped this open. Dual exhaust is still there. Leaf springs. The dash. Seat inners and outers. Oh, man, it really sucks that those tires aren't here. Here's the control arms. So some of the pieces that were popped out of there are still here. But I'd be astonished if this was complete. I knew when I was buying it, I was like, this is a real dice roll. There's almost no chance. I don't remember on these either. I think the tires were really rubber on these. I might be remembering it incorrectly or confusing it with another manufacturer. Oh, this is cracked here. Look at that. The whole top is. It's all there though. Anyway, it is what it is. What's strange to me also is that the ones I see online, if people build them, they're hundreds of dollars. But if the kit is complete, you can pretty much buy any one that you can find for $100, under $100. Well, I'll have to sniff around a little and see what I can find out about it. Anyway, I'm not going to get hurt on it. I've got like $25 in this thing, so I'm not going to get hurt. And I think the person that was bidding against me, I think they were just thinking of it as a toy that they were going to mess around with. So anyway, guys, girls, that's that. Oh, there's one more thing. Let me just spin the camera around for this. And this is no big deal. I mean, the crate's got some writing on the side. It's pretty old. Let's get some more writing on this side. Right now I've got all the legs inside of it for my shelving that I bought outside. But I basically just bought it to disassemble the wood. I want to use the wood on a different project. I was looking for a large crate.
So that's it, you guys. It was fun. It was a fun day. We had a lot of laughs and bought some good stuff. I mean, there's some good stuff here. It wasn't a home run. They had an enormous sale in West Bend, just out of Milwaukee last weekend. That's why they didn't have one here locally. And I almost went. But a bunch of the stuff that I wanted to buy, they pulled out of the sale at the last minute. The owner of the property had to be out in a few days. So he had an opportunity to like move all of his clothing lines at once. And I was kind of interested in the clothing line. So it didn't happen. So, you know, it's a 3-hour drive one way. It's a real long day and load up. And you got 3 hours back and then you got to unload. I was like, there just wasn't enough without the clothing there for me to go. But what I found out later is there was a ton of stuff that they didn't even send out with the emailing with the photos. So the auctioneer today, when I was there, said, dude, in a couple of weeks, he said, we brought back a 26-foot Penske truck packed and 3 enclosed trailers packed. And he says, we're going to have a monster sale here of all the stuff that didn't sell. And it was a huge amount of collectibles, like Coca-Cola, just military, just all kinds of stuff. So that's coming up in 2 weeks, so that should be pretty interesting. So we'll have that one coming up. Anyway, thanks for watching, you guys.